The only real currency of the modern world is attention. It's getting harder and harder to get, and it's getting more and more valuable by the day, and you're probably not doing anything about it. We out here in the park, being sun safe. Let me pop this off. Hey creators, Aimon here, and this is where I help you master your creative mindset. So if you heard what I just said, essentially, and I've been saying this for a couple of years, but it's only become really apparent to me in the last year. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. A lot of people realize this early, but I'm realizing this now and I'm doing something about it now. Is that attention is the only currency. Think about currency, right? There's money. You might have US dollars, you might have Australian dollars, you might be trading crypto, whatever. That's all currency and that all has a value. But the thing that's underneath all of these things is attention. That's the only actual currency that exists, is my argument, because that's the thing that creates money. Okay? And if you are in the modern world and you want to be independent, especially as a artist or a creative, that's what this channel is all about. And you're not taking this into account in your everyday, you will be left behind. Because if you realize that attention is currency and you know that you have value that you can provide others, because you do. And this, you can check out my limiting beliefs episode on why you're not actually creating or why you think you don't have it in you, but you do have value to provide other people. And all you have to do is figure out how to bridge the gap between understanding your value and communicating your value in a way to gain attention. And it's kind of cringe when you think about it, because you think of attention, you think of social media, and you think of a lot of people just doing things on Instagram, which is not necessarily actually value. There's a lot of people out there. What I'm saying is there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of attention, but don't actually provide anything of intrinsic value, of real value. People posting half naked photos on the internet, and they're getting, I guess it's valuable in a sense, and they're getting attention for it. But is it really high moral, high quality, high value stuff? That's a conversation for another day. But the argument that I'm making is that you do have value to provide. And if you recognize that attention is the only currency of the modern world, and it is getting hard to get, then you need to take action on that, really. And that's what I'm doing with this channel at the moment, if you haven't noticed. I've recognized that I think there is a need for content like this. And I have all of this stuff inside of me. And part of it, you can do this too. It's just selfish, right? I'm just taking these ideas that I'm having and I'm collecting from different places and putting them into my own words, exploring these ideas for myself. And there's so much value in that. Honestly, just do it for you at the end of the day. But then on top of that, you actually can provide value to other people as well. And then when other people get value out of that, they can do things in their life to make their life better. But what you can do with their attention is leverage it, okay? And this, when you say it like that, it sounds like it's a really negative, evil thing that you're doing. I'm going to take your attention and leverage it. But people don't mind what you do with their attention if you're providing them with crazy value. People are happy to give you their attention and give you their email address and give you whatever else if you're providing them with a crazy amount of value. And value is the other word that's extremely important in the modern world. If you can gain attention by providing value, then you will receive value in return, okay? For example, if you're building a YouTube channel, if you're building an Instagram or a TikTok following, it's just crazy that people don't recognize this. And the only other factor that comes into play is discipline or consistency, right? So let's zoom out again. You've recognized that attention is the only currency of the modern world. It's getting harder and harder to get. You have recognized that you have value within you that you can provide. And also you can explore that value while you're providing it. And that value, in turn, after you refine that value over a while, through creating content, will return you value, even if it's not monetary value. I get a lot of value out of doing this, as I just said. So much value. It makes me feel good that I'm creating things. I'm exploring more ideas. When I go have conversations with other people and I can bring up these ideas, I can bring them up in a more in-depth sense. It's also just a video diary. I'm getting my thoughts out on digital paper as such. So I don't have all these millions of thoughts in my mind all day weighing me down. So it's like a mindfulness practice in itself. So there's so much value that you will get out of it. And if you don't go into it with the idea that you're going to extract monetary value, I mean, it can be an end goal, right? But if that's the main idea, I feel as though that's the wrong idea for me. Because if you're chasing money, then, again, if you're providing so much value and you're chasing and your end goal is to get money, then that's all good. But I think if your end goal is to actually provide as much value as you can, the money will come. That's just at least the belief that I have. And watching countless videos of artists, interviews with artists, music producers, filmmakers, anything, that's also what they say, is that don't focus on the money. It will just come when you're doing really good at the thing that you are trying to be good at, So yeah, if you consider yourself an artist, or if you consider yourself a creative at all, and you're not considering anything that I'm saying in this video, you will be left behind. That's the main thing that I'm saying. It's like, figure out a way to implement a consistent practice where you can provide value. You can do it through text, video, audio, music, paintings, podcasts, anything. Okay. For me, I've got 2 podcasts, a YouTube channel. I create music under 2 different aliases. And again, who knows if people get value out of any of it? Maybe not. But again, at the very core, at the very base, I get so much value in the creation process of that. Just me expressing myself, expressing my thoughts and feelings and gaining deeper understanding of the world. And perhaps one day I'll be able to leverage your attention because I'm providing you so much value. And you'll be more than willing to have your attention leveraged by me. But again, moving forward, new channels on YouTube are popping up every single day. New creators are popping up and popping off every single day on every platform. And it's scary and crazy and normal as well. You see another creator and then all of a sudden, bang, they're huge. And you're like, oh, where'd they come from? But you don't even think about it because that's how normal it is. And it's to the point where, and I don't want to get into an algorithm discussion, but it's to the point where, for example, I'm subscribed to, I don't even know, let's say 100 people on YouTube. They only show me subscriptions of like 10 to 20 to 30 people. It's like 30% of them, okay? And then occasionally I go, oh, I wonder what happened to that creator. I used to love their videos. What happened to them? And then you've like searched them up and you're like, oh, I'm subscribed to them, but I haven't seen any of the videos in my subscription box. So you're at the mercy of the platforms that you actually upload to, which is a whole different topic. But the reason they do that is because there's more creators coming up and they want to give them some spotlight so that they can create more, so that obviously they can make more money, so that everyone can make more money. But then they're just giving different people spotlights, so they take it away because more people are creating, is what I'm saying. So you need to be that next creator that's going to create the next thing that YouTube's going to give that spotlight to, or that TikTok's going to give that spotlight to in the algorithm, because it's so valuable and people are engaging with it, people are interacting with it, people are loving it. That's kind of it. If you don't realize that attention is the only currency of the modern world, what are you doing? Because that's what's happening. And I've had the thought that it's like, maybe I'll be fine if I just get left behind. I can just tap out. I don't want to participate in any of this. And you can do that as well. And it will probably be a peaceful life. Will it be a life of intense value? Maybe, maybe not. But that's for you to decide. If you're an artist, if you're a creative and you like to create things and you like to express yourself and provide value through art, definitely something to consider. Anyway, hopefully you've gotten some value out of this video, and I'll see you in the next episode.